11,700. This is the number of satellites orbiting the Earth. Each of these satellites has been launched by some country. But there is one satellite among these which has not been launched by any country and no one has control over it, and which has been orbiting the Earth for 13,000 years, or keeping an eye on the Earth and sending information related to the Earth somewhere else. And the name of this satellite is Black Knight Satellite, which has been orbiting the Earth for 13,000 years. But what has this satellite been doing there for so many years? Is it a satellite sent by an alien, or is it just space debris? Let's find out about it. In 1899, Nikola Tesla built a huge experimental coil and listened to signals coming from space in his Colorado Springs laboratory. One night, he heard rhythmic vibrations on the radio, which he could not understand. What was special about these radio signals was that they were in a pattern of numbers, and this pattern was changing frequently, and they speculated that they might be hearing a message from another planet. In 1927, Norwegian scientists and amateur radio operators detected unusual long-delayed echoes, which some believed were signals from the Black Knight satellite. In 1954, newspapers including the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported that the U.S. Air Force had detected a mysterious dark satellite orbiting the Earth. In 1960, the U.S. military detected an unknown object in polar orbit. This was unusual at the time, as most satellites orbited in equatorial orbit. Some speculated that it was a Soviet spy satellite, but the Soviets denied this. But in December 1998, during Space Shuttle Endeavour mission STS-88, astronaut Jerry Ross accidentally lost a thermal insulation blanket while working on the International Space Station. The blanket moved and twisted into strange shapes. Photos of the dark rolling object in front of the void of space began to circulate and were seen as evidence of the Black Knight satellite. However, NASA officially described it as nothing more than a stray blanket that soon re-entered the atmosphere. But was it really a thermal insulation blanket or something else? Some scientists said that NASA's blanket explanation was deliberately false. They claimed that the object's shape and motion showed panel-like characteristics. It's impossible for a piece of cloth in zero gravity. Now, this is where a lot of conspiracy theories come in. The composition of the Black Knight satellite remains a mystery, as no direct physical analysis of it has been done. It is made of unknown advanced alloys that can repair themselves and are resistant to space debris. It is a nanotechnology-infused material that allows it to remain functional for thousands of years. A crystalline energy-based structure that is powered by AI. It is made of lightweight but extremely durable elements that are not found on Earth. It sounds a bit strange, but it could happen. Now, if we assume that it is a satellite, where does it get the energy to work, because all satellites launched from Earth use batteries and solar panels? So the answer could be an energy structure that has not yet been discovered by humans. Energy extracted from quantum vacuum fluctuations. Now, what is this? Quantum vacuum fluctuations are temporary, random changes in the amount of energy at a point in space. In simple language, even in a vacuum, temporary particles keep coming and going and keep interacting with the fields around them, which produces an energy. If this is real, then it can provide unlimited energy without fuel. Or another answer could be ultra-efficient solar panels that never wear out, store energy for millennia. Such solar panels which no technology or machine made by humans can detect. But it is almost impossible for a satellite to remain active for 13,000 years. Now, where did this figure of 13,000 come from? In 1973, Scottish astronomer Duncan Lunan analyzed strange long-lead echoes in radio signals from the 1920s. And then he speculated that these echoes could be from a 13,000-year-old satellite orbiting the Earth. Now, on October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. This was the first satellite sent into space by humans. But the Black Knight satellite was already present in space before this. It constantly changes its position and also releases radio signals into space, which we humans do not yet have the technology to read. Now the question arises that if it is releasing radio signals, then who is catching this signal? So the answer to this is that when Nikola Tesla first caught these radio signals, he also knew its direction, and this direction was none other than Mars. In 2008, NASA's HiRISE camera photographed a rectangular, monolith-like structure on Mars' moon Phobos, which looked almost like the Black Knight satellite, which was later declared as a natural rock by NASA. The biggest question that comes to your mind is, what is this satellite doing in space? Well, nobody knows the answer to this yet, but some scientists claim that it has been monitoring human civilization in space for thousands of years, and if humans cause too much disturbance, they will be finished off. By the way, this is just a joke, but you have to take it seriously. Well, only NASA can answer this. By the way, all the information given in this video is available in the public domain. You can read it if you want. Until then, go to hell with Alien.